All right, good morning, and thank you for starting your day with us on this Tuesday, January 18th. Lots to talk about. Abby Tedros here, alongside First Alert meteorologist Lee Brock. And Lee, you are tracking the possibility of more winter weather moving into the Carolinas.
I know. Are you ready?
I'm
Are
excited.
you ready?
I mean, it could also mean that we're going to be in the building working during the weekend,
Right.
so there's also that to consider.
There's
But
that.
you know what? Very excited about the possibility of snow.
Okay. This time there are a couple models, and we'll get to we'll take care of first things first. We'll take care of today first. But some of the models are saying maybe this next time, maybe a little more potential for snow. So a lot of you were probably thinking, oh, I missed out on the snow. I got more sleet. I got more bleh.
Yeah. So that's good. Okay.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Also, want to just direct your attention to our HD Tower camera real quick, showing you what it's looking like out there this morning. You could see bottom right-hand corner, a number of cars out there getting ready to go to work or wherever they're headed out. You'll want to give yourself time because the last winter system we had, still some lingering impacts, including black ice and those slippery roadways. So something to keep in mind before you head out.
Yeah, and if you go to my first graphic, you can see exactly what you just said. Freezing temperatures and ice. Yeah, there's some possible black ice out there, and we always do this. We have some kind of winter system. Anything that melts during the day, it refreezes overnight. That's exactly what we're looking at right now. So we all know the drill. We all know how it works. I don't want to tell you something you already know, obviously. So as we head through the morning hours, we're going to see those temperatures. They're just not going to be going very far very fast, and for some reason my clicker does not want to advance, and that could really be problematic over the course of this if we are stuck on this graphic right here.
Sometimes we do get a little
there we go.
wonky. Yeah, that's
there we
great.
go. Day has been saved. So you can see the temperatures right now. It's in the mid-20s in a lot of places. I don't see anybody even with a 30-degree reading. So everybody is below the freezing mark. It's 19 right now if you're in Shelby, 20 in Salisbury, 21 in Boone, 25 in Wadesboro, 28 in Chester. So everybody is well below the freezing mark. And this is colder than it was yesterday morning. So as you're waking up and heading out, it may take a little longer for that ice to thaw because it's going to take longer for us to get back above freezing. It could be maybe 10, 11 o'clock before we're back above the freezing mark, and then we'll head for the set 40s after that. But here's the thing. Notice all those suns. Do you see all of those suns up there? That's what does the melting. That's what does the really hard work a lot of the time. It is the temperature, yes, on one hand, but on the other hand, it's when the sun beats down and it warms. Actually, if you want to bring it back up to us, so let's say you have the pavement. Let's say this is the driveway or the road or whatever. So you have the dark colored pavement, so the sun beats down on that. And you know in the summertime, like what you wouldn't wear that in the summer because it would absorb all the heat. Well, the pavement does that right now. So when the sun beats down, the pavement absorbs the heat and it warms the air above it, and that's what actually warms up the ice or the snow or whatever is on top of it. And so that really helps out just as much as anything. So we are going to look at some melting as we head through your day today. That's going to be the case for the second part of your day. Let's take a look at those temperatures, and we have also the radar there. There's nothing on radar, so that's good news. You've already seen those temperatures, so we'll zip right past that. My clicker, Abby, my clicker.
It's because
It's not clicking. It's clicking, but
it's
not
trying to
advancing.
respond to something that's in like 2 rooms away, so it's a little hard sometimes. You're not the first meteorologist to have issues at the News Now desk, so thank you for tolerating the
there we
technical
go.
difficulties.
There we go.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and start clicking now for my next graphic as I'm talking about this. So you can see all of the East Coast is dry right now. So we don't have anything going on. It's the calm kind of between 2 storms because obviously we have the possibility of another storm coming this way. So we'll be watching for that. And I really wish this had installed on the graphic with absolutely nothing on it. Okay. Well, anyway, we've been talking about this next potentially wintry system. That would be, the models are differing. So this is one of the things that we'll be talking about. The models are not agreeing on this, as they typically do not do. Last time, the last storm we went through, just, yesterday, 2 days ago, the models were agreeing really well on that for several days in advance. So that was actually a really nice storm for us as meteorologists. We certainly appreciated that. But yeah, hey, Abby, how about we point out the fact that there's nothing on that graphic?
That's why I highlighted it, wanted to zoom in.
Thank you for that. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, so this could really be problematic because I'm supposed to click through this graphic.
Having some
All right,
technical
I'm
difficulties
clicking.
here, so we apologize for that. But
I will just continue to click right now. So one
we were talking
model
about
is
two separate systems.
well, there's one system, and it looks like it's going to play
models,
out
yes.
a certain way, but both models are actually handling it in different ways.
Okay.
And so because of that, you can see here's the first model. That brings in, this is the American model, it brings in snow as early as, what does that say? Friday afternoon. And so that doesn't keep it round all that long. So this is Friday at 5 p.m. Notice the snow over just about the entire WBTV viewing area. The farther to the south and the east, that's where we have more of a winter mix. As we head into Saturday, that moves out pretty quickly. Now, would that cause accumulation? Probably, but probably not a whole lot of accumulation. As we head into the other model, though, it's a little bit different. This is the European model, 6 a.m. on Friday. Now, one thing you're going to notice, this is a longer duration event. Plus, it has more precipitation and a lot of winter precipitation. This is 5 o'clock on Friday, and this does look a lot like the last model. It might bring a little bit more freezing rain toward the Charlotte area, but north and west, it looks like still snow. As we continue to put that into motion, notice this has gone all the way through Friday into Friday night. This is now Saturday. 9 a.m. we could still have snow for a lot of the WBTV viewing area. So if we had this model that was correct, we could be looking at several inches of snow across the area. So obviously we will be continuing to watch those models over the next few days. Typically what happens is it's not one or the other, it's some kind of a blend somewhere in between there. So we know the cold air is going to be in place. That's not really in question. High temperatures on both models are only looking like the 30s at best. And so it is going to be chilly. The American model has the storm a little bit weaker, a little bit farther away, a little bit fewer impacts. The European model has been consistently strong since yesterday. Every model run, it's looked pretty much the same. A lot of times they'll flip-flop back and forth. It hasn't done that just yet. So we continue to monitor that and see what is going to happen.
Historically speaking, is one more accurate than the other?
Recently, no.
Okay.
Historically, the European model, that used to be our go-to. But then over the past year, that has been letting us down a little bit more. And I don't know what it is, but all the models have just kind of been all over the place, really.
And you said that the American model is calling for more snow in our viewing area and it's more widespread. Is that right?
That would be the European model.
With the European model. Okay. Interesting. So we'll have to wait and see.
We will wait and see. So it is kind of, if you feel like you've been missing out on snow, you might be super excited about this. If you do not love the snow, you might not be super excited about this. But we're going to watch it all week and we'll let you know what we know.
I'm going to be keeping a close watch on that. I know that every single time I go into the studio, always have to follow up and ask you all when you're going to have a better handle on that. So we'll wait and see. Time right now is 8:19, meaning we have to get back into the studio for that cut-in coming up at 8:25.
That's right. That's right.
But I know that you do have your 7-day.
I do have, if it
If
works.
our technical difficulties
Hopefully,
don't persist.
we have our 7-day. Well, I can tell you today it's going to be in the 40s, so it's going to be kind of cool outside, but it'll be sunny, so there will be a lot of melting. Next couple of days, 40s or 50s. We have another first alert for late Wednesday and into Thursday. That's mainly going to be rain, mainly showers for everyone, and maybe some snow in the higher elevations. But then we get to the weekend, and you will have to tune into that cut-in, I suppose, because Al will have that for you, because it's not going to click forward for me. It's just not having it. It's I played along with you. Yeah.
That's okay.
It's played along enough. It's done.
Well, Lee, appreciate having you here in the News Now desk.
Thank you.
And we will continue our coverage on the WBTV News app. But if you are watching on YouTube, maybe you're watching on Twitter or Facebook Live, this stream is about to end.